Your Excellency, President-elect, colleagues, party leaders, governors present, what the good professor has not said is when I said he was a good man working for a bad man, he got so agitated. Then I told him, stop behaving like you're being electrocuted on your chair. He became even more agitated and was nearly thrown out of the house for disorder. But it has come to pass, and now him and I are associated with and working with a good man. We start this afternoon to welcome our UDM brothers and sisters to a coalition of the free, a coalition with space, and a coalition where freedom of expression is sacrosanct. We formed this coalition because this country needed one. This country has gone through what my good old friend and classmate, Speaker Muturi, calls slave owner mentality. That people are actually owned by people, and their thinking is in a closet locked by people. You'll enjoy the freedom that one of my friends once said is like taking off gumboots at midday in the Sahara, and you feel how your feet will feel. We are here to welcome you and encourage you and say, you are not invitees, you are brothers and sisters, and we are now a family. And our President-elect has indicated very clearly that his election is a turning point in the history of the politics of Kenya. His election has actually shattered a devastating blow to politics of ethnicity and sectarian politics. Politics where people think that what they say becomes the law, and what they don't like becomes unlawful. Today, Kenyans are having a sigh of relief. You walk out there and you see everybody is exhibiting very rare happiness, even in the economic difficulties. And there comes, Your Excellency, the Shakespearean saying that uneasy is the head that wears the crown. The crown is now on your head, and you have to carry and solve the problems of Kenyans. We're going to work together as a team. This is the first time in the history of Kenya that a person seeking to be the president of Kenya went to every corner of the country and asked people, if you elect me, what do you want me to do for you? If you elect us, what is your expectation? Because there has always been this arrogant disposition of us in leadership thinking we know what Kenyans want, and we impose on them our values. Now we are going into government knowing that a mama mboga in Kiambu and a mama mboga in Kitale have as much legitimate expectations and the right to tell us what they want as a bank manager in Nairobi. 2 days ago, Your Excellency, a CEO of a big corporation called me, and he called me on ordinary line. He has, for the last 2 years, never called me other than on WhatsApp. And I asked him, what's the problem? Today you're calling me on a different medium. He said, but the President-elect announced that sniffing on our phones is over. And now we are free to make calls without looking over our shoulder. If a person at that high is feeling that way, you can imagine the person who has been traumatized and tormented by the police feels. They now feel liberation is here. So, Your Excellency, as we move on to end, we want to encourage ourselves that we should not rest on the laurels of our victory, that we must, in fact, pay more attention to everything that we were told, and this big house called Kenya Kwanza will continue growing, and we want to tell our worthy competitors that you have absolutely no capacity in law, in fact, or under the Constitution to fetter anybody from associating with another. Kenyans fought for this Constitution and engraved in the Bill of Rights and the right to associate with whoever they want. People will make choices. If they are wrong choices, they are their choices. They are not yours. So don't lecture anybody about mundane provisions of the law that are inimical to inconsistency with the Constitution. We, as Kenya Kwanza, will uphold the Constitution, and we welcome everybody, even those who have been told that they can't leave. Just open the Constitution and ask them to show you where it says you can't associate with so and so. And we'll continue growing, but more importantly, we are happy that UDM, Governor Roba, my friend and my neighbor, thank you for thinking wisely, because you have not made a bad decision. This is a decision that will make a big difference. In this format, in this setup, you'll not look over your shoulder to greet somebody. You'll not look over your shoulder to whisper to somebody. And you'll not look over your shoulder to make a phone call. You live freely, like we expect everybody to do. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I take this opportunity to say congratulations for leading this pack to victory. Those who are shouting, don't be distracted, because the victory you have gotten with us is a victory deserved. You campaigned, you spoke, Kenyans listened to you, Kenyans appreciated what you said, and they were able to make a difference and choose between boys and men, girls and women. And here we are. Thank you.
Thank you. As we approach the end, the small matter of the mathematics that was started by